Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Taisha with Organized Plans. I want to start by thanking all of my returning subscribers for spending some time with me today. And if you're new to my channel and haven't subscribed yet, I would love to have you. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a review and unboxing and flip through of the new Citrine products. So if you'd like to see all those things, then just keep on watching and let's get started. Okay, friends, I'm really excited to be featuring this new line called Citrine. I believe that's how you pronounce it, either Citrine or Citrine. I'm not sure. But this is a new line. I believe it's under the broader Happy Planner brands umbrella. But this recently released and it is available, I think, exclusively at Office Depot and Office Max. And so that's where I purchased these from. I purchase these items with my own money. Although I am a Happy Planner affiliate, and I do always have my affiliate link listed down in the description box below of all my videos. But I don't believe presently that these products are available on the Happy Planner website. I believe these are just in your Office Depot and Office Max stores, as well as on those websites. So I'm going to be sharing my thoughts on these products and explaining a little bit more about them. And so we'll go ahead and dive in. So as I said, these are available at Office Max and Office Depot. I have just Office Depot in my area. So what I did was I went onto the officedepot.com, website, and I typed in Citrine, and I was able to see all of the different products available, the planners and the accessory packs, the different sizes, styles, colors, everything. And once I found, what I liked the most, then I was able to type in my zip code and do the store pickup. And I was able to purchase these in person from my local Office Depot store. So you certainly could order these online and have them shipped to you, but they are also available in store. And I was super happy about that because I could just place my online order, do store pickup. Office Depot was also running a 25% discount if you do curbside or store pickup, and so that worked out really well. So I even was able to save some money on doing my order that way. So I'm going to start with first, talking about the planner and doing a flip through of that, and then we'll go over the accessory pack. So the way these planners, sort of what they're catering to, is, in my view, more of a streamlined look to your planner, a very clean, very professional look. And so for me, I was very attracted to that, especially to use this type of planner as my work planner. This planner starts in 2026, so January through December of 2026. It is just a 12-month planner, and it does come in two different sizes and formats. So the sizes are going to be the classic size here, and then you have a small size. The classic size is going to be basically the same as your normal classic size Happy Planner. The small size is going to be, I think, equivalent to either an A5 or half letter size. So you do have two size options available, that small or classic. And in the format is that you have either style that you can purchase with either the twin loop, which is what I have here, or disc bound. So the disc bound will work just like your normal Happy Planner in classic size. A lot of the, paper and filler paper and all of that, you'll be able to add into even the Citrine planner, because it's the classic size will also be on the 9 disc and will fit the same size paper. So that's the different sizes and formats. And what I was really attracted to for this planner, even though it's twin loop, and this is really kind of like the first time that I'll be using or giving a twin loop style planner a try, what I really liked about it is that it says that it's still customizable and that you can add or remove pages. And of course, like, I have been a disc-bound planner girly since 2018, when I found the Happy Planner and fell in love with the brand, and have been using a disc-bound planner ever since that time. And one of the things that I love most about it is the fact that you can move your pages around. You can easily pull them out and put them back in and really kind of customize it. So with the twin loop, which is kind of this spiral, I was like, okay, well, how is that going to work? So I'll show you in a minute on how you can still easily add and remove pages and move things around without having to like open these metal kind of spiral loops here. So why don't we go ahead and flip this open. So all of the planners, whether you have the small size or the classic size, is going to come on this deluxe with these deluxe covers. And you can see it has a January through December 2026. It's a weekly and monthly planner. It's customizable. It comes with 3 bonus months and a sticker sheet. So I'm going to just remove this part of it here. And then also you can see it does have this plastic sheet just to keep the pages together and protected a little bit. Okay, so the planner, it has this deluxe cover on the outside, and it has like a pocket here, a pocket here, and I chose this kind of, I don't know, like a cement color is what it looks like to me. And on the front of it, it says 2026, if you can see that kind of deboss, I think it's what it's called. And so it has the 2026, so just like very simple, clean. You had also deluxe covers and styles that were in black, I think a couple different shades of blue. So some really great color options to choose from. And then as noted, it's going to include this one sticker sheet, and these have gold foil stickers and just like some words and little icons and page flags and headers. So that's great. The first page, it says, this planner belongs to me. You can write your name in the bottom here. The paper quality feels very similar to Happy Planner paper. I feel like it's the same weight as Happy Planner normal paper, and they're more traditional planners, so nothing too different there. You are going to get the year at a glance for 2026 and 2027, and then you do have some lines where you could put some notes or certain, dates that you wanted to call out. From there, it includes the 2026 holidays and dates, different observances, and so on. And then as the front cover noted, you're getting 3 bonus monthly pages. So that is October, November, and December. So you could actually start this planner now, or could have started this in October, but not only for the monthly pages. There aren't going to be any weekly pages, not until January. But as you can see, you have the monthly calendar. It's quite condensed because it's just coming on one page versus a normal Happy Planner would have, a monthly 2-page spread with the left and the right side. So you get this pretty condensed, but again, for me, using this for work, I think that will work out really well. You do also see in the bottom corner the next 2 months ahead. So we're in October, so this is showing November and December. And then the holidays or observances that fall in that month are automatically printed on the bottom of the page with the date. So there's no, holidays here is very blank or completely blank. And then you do have a Monday start for the month, and then your weekend, Saturday and Sunday is shaded. And so that's how that monthly calendar is going to look throughout the planner. You do still have a few lines here. It looks like maybe 8 lines or so where you could write down other like important dates, appointments, birthdays, things like that you wanted to write down here. Okay, so that was October, November, and December. And then we're going to move into the beginning of the planner itself. So you have annual goals and you have space to write 6 goals with quarterly milestones and action items. So again, I really like how you can also do some goal setting in this planner for the year. You have your monthly spread, you have your weekly spreads. So, really thinking about work, you could use this for a small business that you had. Of course, you could use this as a normal catch-all planner. So lots of great options here, but you're going to start with those annual goals. And then you're going to have quarterly priorities and projects. And this page, this left and right page, is going to be prior to the beginning of each quarter. So you're able to write out your quarterly priorities and then 5 different projects with due dates and action items. And then you have sort of that master to-do list for the quarter. So urgent items to schedule, low priority, and follow up. And then we're going to move into the monthly, the month itself and the weekly spread. So here you have January, that monthly layout all on one page, very clean. The holidays, the next 2 months, the look ahead. And then your tabs for your monthly layout for the month that you're on, they're actually on these half size pages, not half letter, but taking a page here, and then if you were to sort of go in half, you have this sheet here. And this has goals and priorities, so a top 3, a long to-do list, and then a spot for 3 trackers for the entire month. And as I said, you can see that the monthly tab, the name of the month, is on the tab itself. And this is the page that not only this page, but as an example, this page you can actually remove, and this is what makes it customizable. And I'm not sure if it's easier to remove from the bottom or the top, because this is my first time giving this a try. And I am being a little gentle with this, and that's just because I'm not entirely sure how this, works. So I don't want to like tear the holes, but I'm sure as I get the hang of it, everything will go pretty smoothly. So you do have the monthly calendar on one page and a notes page beside it. And then you have your weekly pages. So this is going to be your weekly spread, and this is what actually reminds me of the Happy Planner Simply layout, because you have basically 2 weeks in one spread. So in this case, the end of December through January 4th, January 5th through the 11th. So you're able to see 2 weeks at one shot. You do have those 2 months, the next 2 months looking ahead. You have a quote underneath those calendars. And then on this side, you have the noted section. So the only thing I would say is the update that I would make is I don't think I need to see the next 2 months on every single week. So that would be the only sort of review comment that I would have so far is I wish this box here was also just unnoted. Now you can cover this up, you can white this out. You know, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I may just leave it because this I'm going to be using for work, and I work Monday through Friday. So even Saturday and Sunday, I'm really not going to be looking at and paying attention to it too much. So I probably will just leave it as it is, but that would be maybe my one review comment so far, that I wish they would just have this as a noted spot here as well instead of the calendar. But, you know, you do have this page here, and you could pop this in. And, you know, very similar to the dismount system, you're just going one loop at a time and popping that in. And so this is also sort of acting as a bookmark. And if you wanted to have to-dos, but also, you know, sort of the calendar or weekly spreads, you have all of this in one shot. And then on the back side, it just says notes. So you could basically take this in and out each week and bring this over. So when you move into the next 2 weeks of January, you can just, you know, pop this page in, and now you have that in the middle. Now for me, because I'm going to be using this as a work planner, and I really do love this Simply layout. I have used it in the past for as a work planner, and what I've done is I've actually added in just a plain piece of like filler paper where I could write down to-dos. So it's sort of like the same concept for me. So yeah, that's why I really think this is going to be like very worthwhile and will work out really well for me as a work planner. And by having sort of an additional sheet of filler paper, I can use one side for this week of to-dos, and this will be more of like deadlines and deliverables. And then as I flip that sheet over, I can write more on this side, and that would go along, correspond with the second week of that month. So that's really going to be the format for the month. And then you do get a notes page at the end, and I'm guessing if you have a week that ends on like this side of the page, then you would just have 2 note sheets, but we'll see if that's how it pans out. Okay, and then you move into February, and then same setup. You have your month on that tab at the top, and then you have the notes pages, and then all of the weekly spreads. And that is going to run again all the way from January through December. And then you see here, it actually has this little sheet in here that says it's time to purchase your next planner. So maybe that means that for the 2027 planners, that would be coming out sometime in October of 2026. And so that will, you know, remind you that you know, it's time to get the next planner. And this is great because it also has an opportunity to reflect and plan on sort of like what worked, what didn't, what do you want to improve upon. But that little sheet is there, and certainly you can just remove that. And it's just a reminder page, so I could just kind of take it. Oh, that was like super easy. So I think kind of tearing it from the bottom or pulling it from the bottom worked for me. I guess you could do it from the top. So either way, but yeah, you just have this reminder page. You can certainly remove that, put that all the way in the back of the planner if you wanted to, or just remove it all together. And then again, we've got October, and I was just trying to see if there was a month that where, yes. So for example, November ends here. So you do have just 2 note pages when that happens. And then finally, at the end of December, you have a year in review. And so your wins, your opportunities, your goals, and key dates for the year ahead. And then on the very last page, you do get a time zone map of the United States. And then this is the back cover. Again, it's in that deluxe type of cover, so you do have a pin loop here. It feels very smooth, kind of like a vegan leather material, but very smooth. And again, with that pin loop, here's your back cover. And let's see, maybe I close it this way. Yes. And then it has that snap. So that is it. Everything is very nice and compact. It fits the entire year on these rings, or kind of loops, I should say. And if you wanted to only have, you know, just the first 6 months of the year, you could then just remove the second half very easily, because again, you can just easily pull the pages in and out. Okay, so with that said, why don't we now turn to the accessory pack? And this is one of my favorite things about the Happy Planner, and now this line, the Citrine planner, is the accessories that come with it, because I love doing planner setup videos. I love sort of decking out and decorating my planner with all the little folders and you know, envelopes and, you know, different things like that. So I could not resist getting this additional accessory pack. And on the other videos that I saw on YouTube from other, you know, planners, I like this so much that I was thinking I might get a second one of these. So I just will probably wait until it goes on sale again at Office Depot and look to pick this one up again. Okay, so it does include one pen holder with an elastic band, 40 notes pages, 6 tab to-do list cards, 1 plastic page protector, 3 plastic dividers, 1 plastic envelope, and 1 sticker sheet. So jam-packed with goodies. And so again, just going to remove the branding. So just lifted that out, and this is the back cover of everything. So again, you can see everything that comes included. And I am just going to kind of turn it over this way, and we'll kind of step through everything and just remove the packaging. Okay, so a few different items here included. So the first thing is going to be that elastic band, and it is in that same sort of cement grayish beige color, and it matches, I think, the planner perfectly. So that's going to work out really well for me, and just color coordinating everything. And as you can see, this loops around very easily. You can loop it around the entire planner itself, or if you wanted to just loop it around a few pages or just the front cover, all of that will work just fine. That looks so good. So love how that looks so much, and you can just snap it closed. And for the pin loop itself, so remember, you're going to have the one loop here, and then I think this should probably fit anywhere from like 2 to 3 pins. So let's just see. I have, for example, my dot marker. I have a Sarasa pen, and then I have this one that is just from like Staples. Okay, so let's see how this all fits. And so let's just see how many can go in here. I think it can comfortably fit 2 things. So that's still perfect for me, because I like having like a marker, a dot marker, a brush tip marker, and then my pen. So I can put the other pen over here on the side and just press that through the pen loop. And again, everything closes really well. So you can really kind of carry 3 different writing devices, marker, pencils, whatever you want, very easily. So I love that. Okay, so that is the elastic, that was called, let's see, that was called the pin holder with the elastic band. Okay, so I'm gonna just remove my pen out of here as well. All right, and move that to the side. And then it has the 40 note pages. And that has, again, just this plastic around it. So I like how everything is very well packaged. It's keeping everything very tidy and organized. So that's great. So I'm just gonna move that to the side. So this is what I mean by just the filler paper that I can fit in between each of the weekly spreads. So I can put to-do lists on this side for 1 week and then on the back side for the other week. And that would work out really well. And because there are 40 pages, this would almost cover an entire year for me. So I really love that. And again, if I get a second accessory pack, then I'll have more than enough to cover the entire year. Okay, so the note paper, the filler paper is very clean and streamlined. It just says notes in the top corner there. And then it has the citrine in the bottom and then nothing on the back side. So just very clean and professional. The 3 plastic dividers. So it's clear plastic. Again, it's customizable. It'll snap right into the twin loops. And here I could actually add in this as a divider for the weekly section. I could use another divider if I wanted to just store the notes filler paper at the back of my planner, and then this could be for another section. So you almost could do a bit of Franken planning and combining some different planners together. Again, it would all have to be that twin loop style, but you do have the ability to sort of section and divide out the planner how you would see fit. And I love that that's clear. You do have this clear plastic envelope. I love these little envelopes, and this just looks so clean and just classy. You can just put little like receipts in here. You could put sticky notes and store them in here. So lots of like options for you. Yeah, so I really like that. And again, can easily just punch that right in. And then you're going to have the plastic envelope. And so this is where you could store maybe just some loose pages. You could actually store the stickers in here. I think that's what I will do with these. So those sticker sheets that came with the planners and this page. So if I wanted to just store my stickers in here, and that keeps them protected and so they don't get all bent up. I think that's how I'm going to use this. And again, you'll just snap this right in, so that's perfect. And along with that is that page of stickers. Again, these are just all words and like little icons all on gold foil. And then we have those 6-tab to-do list cards. Okay, so that's what these are. 6-tab to-do list cards. Seems like it's more than 6. I guess not. Okay. Yeah, so 6 here. And again, you can just pop these into whatever section of the planner that you want to. It says to-do list. It's got a long checklist. And then on the back side, it just says notes. So you could also use this as just like a running to-do list. So lots of great options for these pages as well. And I think that was everything in the accessory pack here. Yes. I think I covered everything. So yes, as I said, I am really looking forward to using this as my work planner for 2026. I certainly will have a setup video that I will do getting this all set up sometime in December. And so I'm really just looking forward to diving in and getting started with giving this planner a try. As I said, I have used that Simply layout before for work, and it did work pretty well for me. So when I did see that the planner had that layout, but also the fact that it was still customizable even on the twin loop. And then you add in all the like little fun accessories. I was completely sold. So you'll definitely have to let me know if you have picked this one up as well, if you're going to be giving this one a try for 2026. Would love to hear about it down in the comments below. And if you like this video, don't forget to click the like button and give me a big thumbs up. Would greatly appreciate you subscribing. I thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye, friends.